slide release is ambidextrous on both sides. The safety is ambidextrous on both sides.
The Nintendo Zapper Ruger LCP, my Wolverine LCP2.
This is a variant of the gun that John Wick used in John Wick 1. He used a P30L, so it's a little bit longer.
But you can see the 38 Special along the top, and it looks like it did almost as much damage as the 38 Special, even though the bullet's only about half the size.
Shoot her! Yes! For science.
Oh! Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We've got a very peculiar gun on the table here today.
It's not peculiar, it's special. It's just as its mother made it.
And Ryan's going to tell us all about it.
Hey everybody. So this is a relatively recent offering, probably the last 2 years, from Palmetto State Armory. It's called the Rock 5.7, and the reason why it's called the Rock 5.7 is 5.7 is the caliber that it shoots. The 5.7 cartridge was developed with the hopes of it replacing NATO rounds, what NATO uses. And the idea was to create a bullet that was small enough to run through a pistol and allow you to have high capacity, or run it through a rifle, and like the P90s and stuff like that run on 5.7 too. 5.7 is a very fast-moving bullet. It is said to be very effective at punching through body armor. So it was used by Secret Service agents, folks like that. Again, this magazine gives you 23 rounds, and that's standard. Which for a flush fit, which for a pistol is a lot of rage you can send down range. The bullet itself, it's called 5.7 because it is a 5.7 caliber or millimeter bullet, the same as a 5.56 in your AR. Essentially, this bullet is a baby version, and the diameter, 5.56, 5.7, they're very close together.
Now, can you take the little ones and put them in an AR if you want to? If
you had a 5.7 upper.
Okay.
You need a 5.7 upper. The diameter of the case is smaller. Okay. These cases are bigger. So if you were to try and drop it in an AR, it would rattle and fall straight out. But they do make 5.7 uppers. And you can get ones that have a magazine feed at the bottom, like a standard AR, or you can get one that loads on top, like the P90. And that's kind of neat because then the shells eject out of the magwell. So if you want to police your own brass, you just take an AR mag, take all the guts out of it, load it up and in, and as you shoot, they'll jingle right down into the magwell, which is kind of cool. So anyway, known for being a very flat shooting gun, not much recoil. This was basically Palmetto's answer to the Ruger 5.7, which was Ruger's answer to the FN 5.7, if I remember right. FN developed this, but it was expensive as sin, and then the Ruger was a little bit cheaper, and the Palmetto is cheaper still.
Dimension-wise, this looks like it's about the same as a Glock 17.
It's a little, I wouldn't say, I don't know about width, but I would say overall dimensions, I think the handle's a little bit longer.
It does look a little bit longer, but fairly close.
Yeah. And it's nice and light, and unlike a Glock, the slide would come down to here because of the larger bullet size. This is almost like a CZ. The slide is so short and high up in the upper.
It looks like the body style of it lets you get a higher grip on the gun, too.
Yeah, it's lower bore axis, for sure. And trigger's pretty good. Cool thing about Palmetto, too, similar to their Dagger series, which we talked about on your channel once before, there's a lot of modification you can choose with these. You can get different uppers, different lowers, different barrels, threaded, unthreaded. You can have slide serrations. You can have a bronze barrel. You can make it as Gucci as you want.
The bronze barrels are cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Those.
I like those.
Let's talk about the price. What'd you pay for this thing?
I inherited this from my father, but I believe he paid around $500.
Okay.
$400 or $500, somewhere in there.
Still cheaper than a Glock. I know the last PSA we reviewed was like $300 or something like that.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit more.
This is a little more expensive, but it's right up there with buying a Glock.
Yeah, but you got way more rounds.
Yeah, but the rounds are more expensive and harder to find.
Right.
So these are rounds actually made by FN. Although I will say, Palmetto with their company AAC, the American Ammo Company, they've been producing their own rounds, which in part was a response to the pandemic rush. And they have started making their own 5.7. So you can buy 5.7 through them, which is kind of neat. And 9mm, 223. Palmetto does a great job on everything but one thing. I've had very bad luck with them shipping ammo. I will tell you that. I'm the only person I know of that's had this happen, but they regularly, for my shipments, have had ammo boxes rip open, bullets fall out, and then they have to take it back, and they process a refund without telling me. And then I'm just 2 weeks later, where are my bullets? And I go look at my card, sure enough, the money's back. They said, yeah, we had a problem, sorry. So it's like, all right.
Yeah, that's kind of crummy.
So I don't know what's going on, Palmetto, with your ammo department, your firearm department, your accessory department. All that is great. It might not be your ammo department, it might just be shipping. Just saying, Grab a Gun does a lot better. Maybe learn from them. They saran wrap everything, so nothing ever breaks apart. Anyway. So you want to shoot it, Wes?
Yes, let's do it. You can shoot it first.
Okay. I've got, we're loaded up with 20 rounds. I only brought 20 because I'm rationing ammo.
Let's only shoot like 5 or 6 each.
Okay.
Because this is a spendy sucker to shoot, so.
All right, see if I can hit anything today.
It's loud.
It is. That's interesting. That's the first time that's ever happened. I wonder what the deal was here. I don't know. We had a bad round, but that's never happened. There we go. Come on. Happened again.
Did it again.
This is the first time this has happened, so I'm wondering if this box of ammo just, it's not liking it, or if it wasn't lubed enough before I brought it out. But this is how we gain knowledge. This has also only had like 2 mags go through it. It's still breaking.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty much brand new.
Yeah. All right, Wes, why don't you give it a shot? There is no safety on this.
Not even in the trigger?
Well, the trigger has a double blade safety like a Glock.
Just like the Glock.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, one thing I'm going to say right off the bat is I really like the grip.
The grip angle is very nice.
The stippling is what's the word? Non-aggressive.
Yeah.
It almost feels like fine sandpaper. But when you grip it, I mean, maybe it's just because I've got tiny hands, but it feels really, really nice. And it's got one little finger groove right here, which also helps with the grip, which I really, really like.
Wes, the tiny hands man. You heard it here first.
Am I even hitting it? I'm not hitting it, am I?
No. There you go. There you go.
All right, well that was 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
You can polish off another 5 if you want. I won't be mad.
No, it's okay. I don't want to burn through the ammo. Okay, so... Oh, there's one in there. Get out. No, I'll just shoot it. What the heck?
All right.
All right, now it's empty. Wonder why... Oh, it didn't click back because there's no magazine.
There's no magazine in it. Right.
Okay, so a couple things. Positives and minuses on this gun. I really, really like the way it feels in my hand. It's nice and narrow. This is actually a gun that I would consider carrying, especially now that I live in Klamath Falls and I don't have to worry about carrying concealed. I can just carry it right on my hip and nobody cares. So I'm kind of in search right now for a new gun. I still like Ryan's P30 the best.
Woo!
If I had my way, I'd just be packing that on my hip every single day. But this is a pretty nice one ergonomically. I really, really like the way it feels. It's fairly narrow for a gun. The grip feels really nice. The trigger is a little bit wonky for me. I like the custom triggers I put in my Glocks quite a bit better, and I like the HKP30 trigger better than this one as well. And the PPQ. Those all had really good triggers. This one I would consider to be very, very average. I would probably take a Glock stock trigger over this one, honestly. But that's like the only negative that I have on this gun, really. The slide is really, really nice. It's really, really easy to rack. It almost feels like a 1911. It's really, really smooth. The sight's very, very average. I think the reason I was having trouble hitting is, number one, because the trigger is a little off for me, and
it's
two,
a little crunchy.
Yeah, the kick, it kicks. It's kind of like firing a mini AR.
There's no kick. It's just concussion, which feels weird.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, funky little gun. If you get the chance, I would highly recommend giving it a try. Probably not something that I'm horribly interested in, but it does have its pluses. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this particular gun. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.